Welcome back, guys. Thought I'd do something other than sewing machines, and I made this awning for the back windows of my camper. I had this piece of hinge from the Glendale. It was 80 inches long, and then I found this channel that they had put on that they would feed a tarp in for the other side of the Glendale, and it just happened to fit inside of here and made a big long hinge. So I was like, well, now I got a hinge, I just got to go get some 3/8 U channel from a good old box store, and I got some 1/2 inch U channel, cut 2 pieces, screwed them together on the inside, and I got this piece from there as well. And I'll drill the 2 holes here for these screws to go through when I put the panels in, because I have to take this whole U channel off. So I got 2 screws on the separation brackets, and 2 down there, 2 down here. And then this attaches with its own screws, and that gives me enough room for my hinge that I made. This is the arm that I made. Same thing, 1/2 inch U channel, 3/8 U channel. You can get this at the good old Home Depot. And this was just an L bracket of aluminum that I had from when I took the bunk beds out of this camper. So, but you can buy this as well, and then cut yourself a strip in. And yeah, a couple screws. Make sure you do your butyl tape so you don't get a leak. The reason I wanted an awning on my back windows, I'm going to fill this in, I'll talk about that in a minute, is when I put these back windows on, they're on an angle. And if any water does sneak by these seals here, it'll go inside of your window and go that direction, and I would get a leak in the camper. So what I did here was I siliconed an L bracket, and you can see the little drain holes there. So when water does get by here, it stops here. It doesn't go down all the way to the other side of the window. So it'll leak out here, and I don't get a leak inside the camper. But I was still nervous about it, because I did have a couple leaks here. And that's what the problem was. I still need to replace a lot of these seals, but I did put a new seal here and here, and it still didn't stop. So anyways, now I have an awning to prevent any water from getting in there. But yeah, there's my back awning, and these just fold up. I'm going to make a clip to lock them down, and I'll show that when it's done. But I can't close it all the way right now, but get the windows open. You can see the hinge folds inside itself. And then all I have to do is pull it open, give a little push here, snugs it up, and a little push over there, snug it up. There it is. So now I'm going to go get some aluminum from my Glendale camper roof. I'm going to cut myself some squares and paint them and fill this section in. So let me go get that taken care of. Okay, there's part of the roof from the old Glendale, and there's a part with a roof vent, and you can see I cut a strip off and cut 3 panels for the awning. So for anyone who wants to know how I cut my aluminum, I just use an X-Acto knife, and then I score it, and then you can bend it back and forth. I've scored I've scored along here. So now I can take my metal, and if I bend my metal, you get a nice clean break. Yeah, I just use an X-Acto knife. So there it is. I cut pieces. Now I'm going to go over to my anvil, and I'm going to bang out as many dents as I can. And then I'll prime and paint these and put them in my awning. Here's the other side. That's the roof side. It's just all dirty, and no sense in messing with that when this side's perfectly clean already. I was thinking about leaving it in aluminum, just trying to bang the dents out, but you know, I think it should get painted. Anyways, enough jibber jabber. Let me go get these painted up. Okay, there it is. I just sanded the panels. I was gonna paint them, but I decided just to leave them aluminum. That way people know it's homemade. I was gonna paint them the same color as the camper, but yeah. And what I did underneath to keep the panels from rattling is I used this 1/2-inch foam. You can buy this in a roll at Home Depot as well. And I stuffed it in the track to keep the aluminum tight. Put some pieces on the side. Another piece over here. Just keep everything from rattling and keep it looking nice and tight on the front. Yeah, decided not to paint it. So I'll show you what it looks like closed. Give me a second here. There we go. There it is closed. Nice aluminum panels. That's the old Glendale siding. Or roof, actually. That used to be part of the roof panel. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make some springy clips that come up here and they hook around here. So to open it, you have to pull the little metal tab and that'll release the arm. And I can attach it right to this bolt right here. And that way when I open it, it's not in the way. It's not something hanging down, and it's just a piece of flexible metal, probably a little piece of stainless steel. That'll come up and bend in, and then that'll hold it from moving while I'm going down the road. And then when I get to campsite, I just undo the clips. There you go. And then these here, I'm going to just put a couple little pinch marks right here to create friction, and that'll keep that tight enough so that it doesn't get knocked. Same with here. I could make a piece of square steel that goes around here that slides over this and it won't allow this to fold, and that was an option too. You never know, I might do that. But there it is, my homemade awning. And just like always, the boys decide to come out. Stay safe, talk to you again soon. Later, guys. Yes, I'm going to remove the marker. A little bit of thinner will take that marker line away and that marker line. Oh, you guys are picky.